333. How's your girl, guys? Yes, baby. Happy Taco Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday, whatever your vice is. But get in here. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates. Readings, writings, rituals, spiritual consultation. No job too smart. Literally do it all. So I'm going to just let you guys come in here. I've been really guided to do more videos and less live. So you guys probably won't see me on live for some time. Just following the divine order, divine rules. Anything built on faulty foundations getting ready to crumble. I, for the life of me, was like having a hard time. These past couple days, Spirit just said don't go on YouTube. Spirit said don't do a live. I'm like, don't do a live. Do your readings, don't do a live. So I have to listen to them. The end of the Lionsgate portal is amongst us. And let me tell you, baby, if you've been tired, sleepy, weirded out, feeling like you just can't, because your manifestations are moving at a very fast speed. So I just feel like you're about to get everything that you wanted. And you're only, so remember, right before you get your manifestation, it was like this super resting period. I'm like, Spirit, I want to go on YouTube. I couldn't. I was exhausted yesterday and Sunday. I couldn't. My little brother from Germany's here, so I spent some time with him. We walked and everything, but the energy and the atmosphere is tired, dragging. Not because something wrong. It's because a lot of manifestations are getting ready to come to play. 666. Now, you guys, go check out the community board. If you want me to wait right here while you click out and go check. Now, yesterday, I posted a thing. See, if you're following the community board and the messages, now the little videos, I don't know. I put a picture and I fix it up. I dress it up, the settings, and I send it. Now, I don't ever go back and look at my little shorts that I put out for you guys. But something tells me that they always go with the energy of the day. So yesterday, on my community board, there will be a very clear sign that all your manifestations are coming into play, or whatever it says. Directly after that is when I saw the double rainbow. I saw a double rainbow yesterday. Now, I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. The month of May is very significant. Okay, I feel like I'm like kind of laying on the bed talking to you guys. The month of May is very significant. I got 888. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Whatever has happened in your past, literally, I feel as though, okay, have you healed from it? Have you learned from it? It's gone. It's almost like this supernatural, freaky energy where it's like there's no time. There's no time to dwell on the past. There's no time to things that have already been figured out. Now, the enemy will come to kill, steal, and destroy again. And you may say, listen, I thought I already dealt with this. You have, and you know what the issue and the problem is? You are showing up to places healed to unhealed people. And to me, guys, I'm starting to notice it drives me crazy, because it's like, and then a lot of people don't realize, off of YouTube, I'm intuitive too. So a lot of people will sit around me and be in this weird ass energy. And I'm like, I can feel that. Like, I know that in this energy that you're presenting me, you're just dealing. You don't want to deal. And I don't appreciate that. So, Spirit has called me to literally call my energy back from people, places, and things that no longer serve me, because they're getting fed up with it. It's a difference where you try to establish a relationship connection with someone, and on your part you had to heal some things, right? Okay, so you're coming back to these situations, and it's not just relationships, it's family, it's coworkers. It's almost like you put yourself in a situation, you're like, okay, I know where I went wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the bigger person and say, this is where I went wrong. This is what I need to work on. And this is how I'm going to do it. Right? Right. Sounds fine. Get those thumbs up, guys. Everything's good, right? Smooth sailing so far, but we know that life is not smooth sailing. You try to redirect yourself to these situations. You try the reapproach method and you get the same energy. It's because that person has been committed to not healing. Committed. That's it. They're going to continuously show up and the same. And you may say, well, they used to say those things and it didn't bother me, but it's going to bother you even more now because you're saying, well, maybe they said those things because they were projecting an energy, right? And then you're like, all right, well, I know that energy can never be destroyed, but I'm not going to use your toxicity. You transmute toxic energy. I'm not transmuting that. I'm just going to stay the fuck away from you. I don't have to transmute. That's a lot of work to have to transmute someone's negative ass energy. It's a lot of work because it's already negative. So, I mean, it's already holding you down. It's already weighing you down. You know it didn't come from God. Anything from God would never have chaos or confusion. And you might say, but that's my mom. So what? But that's my boss. So what? But we have kids. So what? The enemy uses people. You think they're your friends until you feel the weird energy that they're giving you, and you're like, well, why would you want me to be in your face if you don't like me? It's because a lot of your light, a great collective awakening, irritates the fuck out of these people demons to the point where they don't even know why they can't stand you. But guess what? God said, do not cast your pearls onto these swines no more. Now, my spirit team has been heavy, seriously with that. Okay, Sunshine Goddess, they don't want to believe you. Don't say nothing. Don't say a word to them because it's like, why? Okay, so, and that's what I want to tell you guys before. What spirit of self-doubt will cause you to be in situations and go on paths with people that no longer serve you because you're like, well, I used to fit in here. You don't anymore because you've outgrown people, places, and situations. Our kids, every year they grow bigger sizes. I'm not going to go put on an outfit on my 11-year-old that I had him on when he was 5 because I like the outfit. Because ideally, it's not going to fit him. He's probably going to feel a little bit weird. When we try to make situations fit, they're not going to fit anymore. And the divine's not playing about that. And they're very serious to the point where you will start being over aggravated with these people. And you could be like me. I'm pretty chill. I'm cool, calm, and collective. I have no tolerance for stupid shit. Like, before Sunshine Goddess, I have no tolerance for stupid shit. There was periods in my life where I was a super lover girl with no boundaries. And people love that. But I am a super lover girl with boundaries. And people hate to love that. Okay, so anything built on faulty foundations, it's fucking crumbling. It's coming down. Okay, so if you started a relationship, a connection, 9/11, anything built on faulty foundations is crumbling. If you start a relationship connection with someone that you knew was in a relationship or a connection, okay, and they were cheating to be with you or what, that's gonna crumble. If you were trying to listen, and 555 right here, I found the jail energy too. I found it. And guess what? Time is going to be served. Okay, so if you are underhandedly snaking people, whatever you're doing to get in life, to get far, you're going to get caught. Okay, if you are cheating something, whatever you're doing, if you know that you can't do it in front of people, you're gonna get caught. Whatever crimes you think you're gonna commit, that you think, oh, I've been getting away with this for a long time, you're gonna get caught. Okay, so a lot of these energies right now it feels like the divine's breaking open the earth. Okay, so if you've been doing good, all right, you don't got nothing to worry about. You can stand over their side and watch those people fall. But if you've been doing really shady things, okay, if all the manifestations are coming in positive, what goes up must come down. So in that same breath, in that same energy, that anything that's faulty is going to crumble. And don't say you didn't have a warning, because you did. I hate when people say about their friendships, oh, well, they're just going to be like that, and I'm used to that, and they just treat me funny. So you rather be around people that don't have your best interests at heart, that treat you funny, that are weird to you, instead of just removing yourself and go finding better people to be in your life. Those type of situations are too. So you mean to tell me you're going to stay there in that situation because you feel like you don't deserve better? Spirits, they're going to rip this shit from under everyone's rug. If you don't know, now you know. Anything built on faulty foundations is crumbling. Anything done in the dark right now is going to come to light. Especially if you think you've been doing some sneaky shit and getting away with it, everything. If people misjudged you, the way that people misjudged you, the way that people have talked about you, they're starting to realize that those people that were saying those things about you, how come you have became that person? Now they're starting to look at the other person like, what happened? I thought such and such was this. Now you have a group of people coming down on a group of other people because they're like, you had us do these really rude, nasty, toxic, karmic things to these people that they didn't deserve it. Because who was mad? You also have an ex out here that was very, very mad that you moved on, secretly plotted and hated on you on the low and tried to destroy you and tear your life up any way that they can, being exposed. The friends that you thought that were your friends you're wondering why you're having a hard time in life, energy can be transmuted. If you're in a friend group and one person is having issues with their car and they're living a negative, toxic, demonic life, guess what? You may not be living like that, but that energy is going to shift on over and penetrate you. And now you're having issues and problems because you can't let go of friendship, relationships that don't serve you anymore. Literally everything is, and I said, Spirit, all right, so when am I giving this message? I'm like, okay, so like when am I giving this message? I feel the manifestations 100%, but I was getting this from a couple of days ago. I feel the manifestations. I feel the changing energy. I feel the positivity. And then on the other side, it's like, well, sunshine, what goes up must come down. So it will crumble. If it's not meant to be in your life and you say, oh, I'm going to keep it, it will say a lot of 9/11, a lot of these, listen, there's a lot of people in karmic relationships. There's a lot of people that are staying with people in relationships for a fucking Facebook image. You mean to tell me you know this man's abusive to you, but you want to stay with him because it looks good to the public? Okay, you mean to tell me everything that people were turning a blind eye to, like, I don't notice it, you're going to notice. Everyone that doesn't support you, it's going to come to an energy. Now, we would say, I've been on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram for 4 years. Okay, so like I've been here. It's getting to the point where there are people that I see every day close to me won't even like a status, won't share nothing. And I'm like, God, you told me forget to deliver the message. And he said, I also told you to stop going around people that won't support you. And I said, okay, say less. Okay, so those people that don't support you, those people that don't show up for you, yes, although you may already know that they don't, but it's a period now that if you don't get them away from you, they will bring you down to where they don't want you to go. See, people want you to do better, but never better than them. And they have a hard time accepting, especially if you say you have a platform or you're doing something or you're making a change, they don't like that. They're not going to tell you to your face, I hate that you bring positivity to the world. They're not going to say that. But what they're going to do is they're going to act like they don't see you. You know how many people have came to my YouTube channel that I can intuitively feel and literally created put themselves into a silent awakening because now you're listening to me talk. Now you're looking up research by yourself. Voila, you're awakening. Okay. But God doesn't want, see, that's the thing too. And that's why God's separating fake from the real. I mean, I used to love a specific tarot reader, but it's so crazy because every time I watch her readings, I start getting nauseous. My stomach I'm like, Spirit, what is this? They're like, this isn't for you. This whatever work they're doing, they done went over to the other side. Like, constantly focusing on negative aspects is the answer right there. God is not a God of cancer or confusion. The moment you feel confused about something, it's not from God. Abort the mission. Now listen, God will give you a little bit of confusion just to test you, but it won't be extreme where it's like life altering. No, God will put you in a situation where it's like, do I go right or do I go left? Clearly you see the left, it's something there, but you want to be blind to it. Okay, so take the blinders off. A lot of people that want to cover their eyes, and you can see. Okay, so God said, oh, you don't want to, you act like you don't want to see what's going on. How about I remove your hands and then you got to get the full picture. See, what I'm afraid is going to happen is, and why am I afraid? There's no reason why I should be afraid, but I see the things that could happen in people's life when they go against light workers, when they try to be around people that they like. It's consequences for being used by the enemy, and they're not always fun. And God had already guided some of these people: be better to this person, do this, and they're like, no, I don't want to, because why? They're going to be better than me. And that is the reason why a lot of these things are getting ready to crumble, because instead of worrying about being a better person, they're more worried about focusing their shift on you if you're going to be better than them. Who goes through everyday life focusing on someone, focusing on the fact that I'm going to do everything I can to be better than them, and then be in this weird ass energy where they think it's unnoticeable? Like, energy is energy. The veil is so thin. If you go into a room or a situation, you can pick up if people have been talking about you. Classic side. You used to be friends with someone. You guys kind of fell out. They have kids. You have kids. Now the kids act weird, right? The kids act weird when you go around because the parent was talking shit, or whomever. It's just a different energy when you're around other people. So now it's like this. You got one circus, you got a couple monkeys, and they're all clowns. Because one toxic person has a band of toxic people, narcissistic people behind them saying, go for it, you're doing great. Whole time they're being used by the enemy. You're being used. Some people don't know. When you go in front of people and you're saying, hey, I got some good news, and they're like, or their whole body language changes. Bro, you don't like me. Their whole body language changes. So you mean to tell me you're talking to someone, and God's exposing the people that pretend to like you in your face and talk shit about you behind your back? God is exposing those people. Now, if you don't want to listen, fine. I'm just a messenger. But God is exposing those same people you go and tell good news to. When it's your turn, they don't clap. When it's other people, they're ecstatic. When it's your business, they don't want to share or repost. When it's someone else's business, you help them. When it's someone else's business, they're all for it, knowing that person doesn't give a damn if they were dead or alive today. So it's almost like the divine is like, enough. Enough is enough. We are getting to a point in our spiritual journey where a lot of people are on this journey, right? A lot of people are on this journey. A lot of people are following the divine guidance. It's a huge, massive, collective awakening. There are people getting blessed with things beyond their measure because they said, you know what? Being a bad person didn't do nothing for me. But the people that are bad people and know that and don't give a fuck, they're about to experience, it's almost like I just want to save them, but I can't. It's like they're going to crash out. They're going to crash out. And it's going to be, they're going to crash out. Not me, not a car driving by that's crashed on a tow truck. I'm telling you, some of these, and that's another thing too, car accidents. Okay, a lot of these people are going to get hit with karma worse than they were going to get if they would just fucking have left their life in the first place. It's out of control that they're letting themselves being used by the enemy. It's out of control that they can't see your divine. They can see it. It's just that your light inside of you irritates their demons. Even if they don't know why, they just know that something about you is irritating and they can't stand it. And they try to be around you, but in the energy of trying to be around you, it's almost like still the same of, I can't understand why I can't. Now this person could have been really close before and really acclimated, but it's just something about you that they can't anymore. And the whispering and all that other shit, that we are grown-ups. Okay, so again, a lot of these people are thriving from childhood traumas. We have a collective of us that heal childhood traumas and are ready to heal those parts of us. And then you have another group of people that said, bah humbug, I don't care, whatever. I like to be a nasty person, and a lot of these people are losing control. Okay, so when you're in relationships with people, you're not there to control them. You're no one's PO, you're no one's mother, you're no one's father. You're in there for a partnership. If anyone feels like they're being controlled in a relationship, I pick up energy. A lot of these people in relationship, they're done. They don't want to be with certain people anymore. They're tired of them. You can look on someone's face and tell when they're tired of being in a relationship connection with someone. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these karmic people, they're thinking, oh, I finally got to where I needed to be, and the dream life's going to be this way, and that rug, baby, is about to be pulled from under your feet. D for delusional. Big delusion. It's like, don't live in realms and places where you know that you don't belong. It doesn't serve you, because why? At the end of the day, when you do wrong by good people, you have to deal with that karma, and the divine's not going to allow that anymore. It's just something that they're not going to allow, to be like this with chosen ones, to act like this, to be non-supportive. Again, the past couple days, I kept hearing Spirit say, do not cast your pearls onto swines anymore. Don't do it. They don't care. They act like they don't see you. So let me show them what their life is about to be like without your divine protection. Because the moment I strip them of the divine protection, it's almost like God told me this morning, hey, I put you places to help people that act like they don't notice you. And I said, okay, so what are you saying? That I'm going to take my divine protection that I've given you to carry into these people's life. I'm taking it back. And I don't want you to be upset, and I don't want you to be sad, and I don't help them. Don't help them anymore. You know why? Because they take whatever you have to give them, your knowledge, your wisdom that I've instilled into you, and they run away like they did it on their own. Don't help them. I said, say less. You don't got to tell me twice. You tell me one time, divine, you know I listen. So everything built on faulty foundations go to crumble. And guess what? You're not wiping any tears, because you try to save these people. You try to help them. You try to warn them. I try to tell people, listen, besides on YouTube, I'm intuitive outside of YouTube. I'm a source you can, but the fact that it's me, it's like, a lot of people don't want to hear your message because it's the messenger. But see, God told me, forget the likes, deliver the message. And that's what I do. I say, okay, I get 1 like, whatever. I get 10, fine. My divine job is to deliver the message, and I still get my blessings, and I still get rewarded. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonate, listen, jail. I knew somebody was going to jail. Listen, there was a situation, and I had dreamed about it, and I tried to talk about it to the person that I dreamed about it. They didn't want to listen. It's out of my control now. Y'all do what you want. Don't ask me for help for anything. I've tried to help the people that I spent so much time praying and try to help the people that only want to see me fail, and I'm tired of it. Today's a day where you're like, Sunshine, guys, I'm like, I'm done. You're not going to try to be in my life, treat me like shit, treat me unnoticeable, and then think I'm going to be on some divine shit, which And I follow what God asked me to do, but he's saying, take your energy back. A lot of these people are going to be cursed for 60 years. Not because you're saying because they don't want to listen to you. No, they're going to be cursed for 6 years because God put the right people in their life to align them, to help them heal, and they don't want it. You don't get to decide. You don't get to decide. Okay, so it's a very sensitive. I don't even think I should talk about this on YouTube, but you don't get to decide. You don't get to go say, God, please help me get a baby, and then soon as you get pregnant, you terminate it. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? And then you're praying to God, oh, please give me a baby. I mean, like, babies are blessings, whether we're never ready for nothing. Okay, so you think you're ready to be married, you're not ready for it. You think you're ready for the first day of college, you're not ready for it. You're not ready for anything until you actually do it. You don't know what it's like being a mom until you're a mom. Yeah, you pick up these instincts, intuitive instincts, when you are an actual mother. Yes, aunt, grandma's cousin, you can mother a child, but you don't pick up the intuitive instincts of being a mother until you have one. Okay? So all this delusional and facade shit that people have going on in life, it's over. It's done. And energy's energy. If it resonates, and the divine isn't going to stand anymore. I literally, this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm done. Spirit, I'm done. If God's called you to stay away from certain people, places, and things, stay away from them. He's not going to tell you why. He's already told you why. It's just that you have not listened, and it's like, okay, so the divine's like, all right, we're going to give you one more warning. And after that, we're like, it's up to you. You want to listen or not. But God doesn't spend his time trying to beg us not to do something. He's going to, one warning, remember? So now I feel like, so there was a guy in my city, his name is Young Clean, and when he passed away, I think death anniversary is coming up. Because every time his death anniversary comes up, I start getting these downloads about you only get one warning. That's if and it's so crazy because I was never close to him like that. I knew him and not a lot. I knew him. I knew of him through like another friend but he chose me to come through after he passed away. And if he didn't say nothing else, and I did a video on it, the one thing that he says is that day that he passed away, that he got killed, is he had the warning. He knew, but he went against his own intuition. And he always tells me, like, you get one warning. God, you think God's gonna spend his entire day saying, don't do that, don't do that, don't do. We know God loves to reward a stubborn heart, but no, they give you one warning, a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Warning sign, caution. You know, they give us those things. It's up to us to listen. A lot of the times what happened is drugs and alcohol lower your vibration. Now listen, the past couple weeks prior to like 2 weeks ago, drinking was nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tequila girl. I like Don Julio, whatever. Moderation. I don't super get wasted. But I had one drink the other day and I thought it was good. My whole entire world was spinning. So in this season, you may be called to totally not drink. Okay, because I'm not the only person. I've talked to my brother who I told you guys he lives in Germany, and he was telling me how, I used to drink a lot, and just recently I got called to not drink, and I was like, you're on the right path. A couple other friends I talked to, like, oh yeah, I don't really want to drink, but we could drink wine. I love that. It's a collective awakening, and right there, alcohol is not allowed. Okay, I'm like, I can drink one drink and you guys would have thought I had 100 drinks. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the heck is this? Me of all people. I couldn't believe it. But it's you're growing. It doesn't resonate with you anymore. Certain people and places will not resonate, and you will be astonished. You're like, are you like, Spirit, this is what you've called me? Don't forget, we have karmic family and we have karmic friends. Right? And sometimes our karmic family members, they don't want to learn. They don't want to heal. They don't want to grow. Toxic is better. Drama is better. Trauma is better. Being funny towards you is better. You may say, I'm just trying to be in a relationship with my family. And it's because you've healed and they haven't. So how are you going to have their relationship? You're just going to keep trying. You're just going to keep getting hurt. You're just going to keep putting all your efforts and energy, and they're unseen and unnoticed, and they're just collecting your energy and feeding off your energy. And what's next? What happens after they cipher all your positive energy and you're left feeling like shit? Like, God would never say do that. He would never say that. How do I identify God from the enemy? Is the way it makes me feel. Does this make me feel happy? Does it make me feel content? Does it make me feel loved? Does it make me feel like sunshine? Is it good? The moment it makes me feel unsure, I'm out of there. I'm done. I'm not engaging. I'm not involving. I'm not even confronting anyone, because people be knowing what they do. People be knowing what they say, and people be knowing how they act. Now, if they're being used by the enemy to the point where they're so oblivious to that, well, that's just too bad for them. I wish them luck on their journey. Okay, so energy to energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right, hold on. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. But, people have to live and learn and grow, okay? Parveen, I'm not sure if you're... Thank you, the hood don't love you. We know that. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Yes, don't try to cast your pearls against wines anymore. So let's get some Archangel messages. Thank you guys for being here. Like, subscribe, and share. And email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. But it's time to change. Time to change the people that you're around. Time to change the people that you involved in. You can't say if they wanted to, they would, because sometimes I want to when I don't. Okay, so stay close to people that feel like sunshine and love, because in this season, wouldn't you hate for your blessings to be stolen away from you? Destiny swap. A lot of these people want to be you. That's why they treat you like that, act like that, because they want to be you, and they tried everything they can, and they can't be you, because no one is you, and that is your superpower. Some people like the way that other people love you and embrace you. So what do? They try to push you out and they try to belittle you and make it so it's like that you're not involved or welcome or wanted, it's because that when you're around, your light shines. And every time you're around these certain people, every aspect of you that you have that they see in you that they don't have it, so they don't want you around. Not being invited is better than being invited and unwanted. I'd rather someone not invite me anywhere than actually invite me somewhere and act like you don't want me around. Like, get a fucking life. Energy's energy. If it resonates, and God's not going to allow those things to happen anymore. Even when it comes to relationship connections, you may notice that there may be a plethora of options and a bunch of people that may love you and want to get with you and be with you, but the divine's not going to allow it if it's not your kingdom spouse. So you mean to tell me you got all this far on the journey and then to throw it away for a little bit of attention? No, it doesn't work like that. The more you elevate, the more you grow, the more attacks you're going to have on your life. The more attack from people, places, and things, you're going to constantly grow and outgrow things around you. You're just going to have to do it. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that something's wrong with them excessively, which they need to heal. It doesn't mean something. It's just the fact that you are outgrowing people, places, and spaces that don't serve your higher good. And for the people that think that they're getting over or it's almost like you're like to a little kid who ate those cookies and they're like, I don't know. And there's chocolate all over their mouth. And they're like, I don't know. Who ate those cookies? You're like, are you sure you didn't eat those cookies? Look, you're not bad, right? You're regular, right? You're like, are you sure you didn't eat those cookies? And they're sitting there with cookies all over. Yeah, I did. That wasn't me. Did you find it? And they will go to long depths to try. Well, did you such and such was in here, so you should ask them if they ate. Like, you're like oh yeah. Oh, who else should I ask? Yeah, and you see the cookies are right. You're like, you're going to get to the point in your journey where you're going to literally be able to see right through people, and it may drive you insane. Because it's like, I know you're not living in your truth. Why don't you want to live in your truth? What's scary about being there? Because you have to heal something, or because you have to face something, or because you have to confront something? What's wrong with living in your truth? What's wrong with being authentic? Because that authenticity is going to end some of those relationships. That authenticity is going to end some of those friendships. That authenticity is going to have them look in the mirror and realize, you know what? I'm not my best 333. I'm not as best as I can be. I can be a better person. Some people are gold-plated some people are gold-plated shit. Like, from the outside, they look great. It's all shiny. It looks nice. It's a prize. On the inside, they're rotten to the core. Rotten fruit falls by itself. And that was another download that I kept getting all the while towards the end of Lion Gates. People that don't align with you, they're going to fall in your life by themselves. They're going to start being repelled against your positivity. You think demons are going to want to go dance with the gods? Do you think they're going to want to go to the same party? No, they're going to be like, we don't want to be in here. It's too light. Only lightness can drive out darkness. Maybe your light may be driving out different people's darkness, and they don't know why they can't stand you. They don't know why. They're like, maybe they're having a hard time with that too. Like, I don't know why this is supposed to be my friend, but I can't stand the sight of them. It's because they're projecting what they see in you that they feel like they don't have for themselves. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Just let people live their life and do what they need to do. Energy to energy. If it resonates, it resonates. So let's get a message from the archangels. Less about love and more about taking care of yourself. Okay, for Michael, insight that comes from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. This isn't your battle. Let God handle the battles that he's going to handle for you. It's not your job to want to handle the battles. Ask and you shall receive, the way, the truth, and the light. Okay, so energy to energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let me get my spirit message before I go on. And again, the number 444. You're stable. Okay, you are spiritually protected. If you're seeing the number 444, your blessings are secured. You're spiritually protected, and the divine just asking you to just 777, you're fine. You're fine. You're going to be fine. Maybe this message isn't for you, but listen, you're going to, God say it may form, but it won't prosper. You're going to start to notice different energies and people around you where you once were quiet, you will not be able to stand and nor tolerate. It's like, and the spiritual forecast today is we're not dealing with bullshit. Okay, so that is the energy of the spiritual forecast, and I feel like a lot of you are done with that, with dealing with other people. I always say, I'm not desperate to be liked or loved because I like and love me, and you can't count me out when God already chose me. So you're gonna have to pick a different route if you want to come against me. And I have an army of people behind me that you can't see, that if you even think a negative thought about me, they're gonna show up on your ass. Okay, so think about what you do to chosen and light workers before you do it, because I feel like people, they're just a light worker. Baby, when you're going through karma for the next 60 years, you're going to remember that you should have said that you shouldn't have did that you could have been a better person, that God called you to be, but you decided it's better to be demonic and comfortable than it is to be healed and grow. And you, my collective, you don't have to deal with those people, places, or energy anymore. They are what they showed you. Okay, if they showed you a canvas and it's all red paint and pink paint, that's it. It's all red and pink paint. There's nothing else to do it. Don't try to say it's green or blue when it's red and pink. And you have to, your job, accept people for who they are. You can't fix them. You cannot save them. You didn't make them or create them. If they're your children, I would give it another go around. But if it's something beyond anything that's causing you distress and uncomfortable in your life, it can't stay anymore. So two things are going to happen. Either you're going to understand that rotten fruit falls by itself. So be high-hanging fruit where people have to reach up to get to you. Don't be so accessible to everything. That's another thing. It's spiritually unhealthy to be accessible to everything and everyone. It's your phone. You don't have to answer it. Why are you continuously going around people that you know don't like you? Are you bored? Do you not love yourself enough to know that those people don't like you? So why are you continuously going around them? Because what, you have to work with them? Okay. But other than that, you don't have to go out with them. You don't have to associate with them. You don't have to chat it up. You put yourself in that situation because you're afraid to be alone. And if you don't do what God's calls you, see, a lot of these people are afraid to isolate. And that's their problem, because when you isolate, you're forced to sit with yourself. You're forced to figure out what's happening, identify your triggers, identify your childhood wounds, stop blaming everybody else, and fix yourself. Some of these people, they don't want to fix themselves because being broken gets them more attention. So let them run around being broken. It's better for them. Energy is energy, but it's not your job to fix what you did not break. That is the message. All right, let's see, Spirit, let's clarify. Okay, God in His grace freely makes us right in His sight. It's because some of these people do bullshit things or say things about you behind your back as if you wouldn't know. I wish I could tattoo this on my forehead. I'm intuitive off of YouTube too. Okay, so right in your face, God is getting ready to show you that these people aren't for you. And it's just, oh my God, it's sad because it comes with heavy consequences. Like, you knew that friend wasn't your friend from a long time ago, and you steady had her hanging around you. Now she's sleeping with your man. And now what you gonna do? Nothing. Because anything built on faulty foundation will crumble. You knew that was a faulty foundation. You knew that shouldn't have been someone, especially if you link up with someone on the strength of going against someone else and you just decided to pick a side and you truly don't know what's going on. You're in for a long ride too, my friend. Because be better. Be a leader, not a follower. Be better than the people around you. Some people are in situations where they know or put themselves in situations with other people placing things, and in their stomach they're like, oh no, this doesn't feel right. That's the first thing a person does when they're dealing with a situation that doesn't feel right, or they're somewhere where they know they shouldn't be, or maybe he's cheating, or they have to release that stress out. Inhale the positive energy, exhale the bullshit. A classic sign of someone not doing something right is, what's wrong? Isn't this what you want to do? Isn't this where you want to be? But they can't. That's releasing the negative energy out of their body. Classic sign. Okay, so let's pull some traditional tarot cards. Again, spirits call me to pull another archangel message card as well. See, this one's sticking out. Seven of Ariel. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make a new plan for the next endeavor. You know, again, 4, 7. Oh, that's my brother's birthday. 7, 4 are significant days. 4th of July, freedom energy. You know what you've done in your life. You know the hard work that you put in. When God wasn't there and when he was. Maybe you're feeling alone. Maybe you're like, you know what? I'm tired of being alone. I want to be in a relationship. Wait. Don't rush it. Maybe you're saying, I'm tired of being alone. You know, I really want some friends, or I want to be with someone, and you start reaching out to talk back to, don't. Just wait. Because everything that you want's coming for you. It's just, we're kind of in a where we just put the orders in and you got to wait type of energy. But your test is, if you go back to people, places, and things that you know don't already deserve you, your time, or energy. So maybe the rose colored glasses are off now and you're seeing people and places for who they are. You know, we don't judge people for who they are. We judge the way we deal with them and handle them. If you know someone doesn't like you and doesn't care for you, I don't care if they in your face say, oh, I like, your energy is saying completely different from what you're coming out of your mouth. That's bullshit to me. That somebody wants to, again, we have a flip side energy where somebody wants to come and express their truth to you. It's almost like the divine's like, now or never. There's no, like, what are we waiting for? You're going to express your truth, or they're moving on. We're not waiting. We're not playing little kid games. Time is of the essence. But divine timing is at play. The divine's giving these people ample time. Say what you got to say. Come on, before they move you along. Say what you want to say. Be what you want to be. I feel an energy of someone never being able to say what they feel. Never being able to, you know, August 28th is a significant number. Never really being able to verbalize what they wanted. And then now they're stuck in the energy for the rest of their life. Watching you from afar, you know, seeing you thrive in life, and all they had to come forward to say, you know, I love you, I care for you, I want to be with you. Like, time is running out. And because there's kingdom missions that need to be accomplished. This isn't personal. This is, God needs to use you in places where he needs you to be. And if you're stuck in a situation trying to figure out why they don't want to do this and why, you're going to miss your assignment. You don't have time to stay stuck and ponder over the people, place, and thing that he's already showed you aren't for you. You don't have time for that, because I'm telling you, we got 6 days. We're on what's the forecast? The 6 days. On the 7th day, the walls of Jericho came crashing down. And I knew that they were going to do something like this for Lionsgate, because I was like, okay, well, so how long does Lionsgate last? You know, and I'm like, oh, a week. Okay. All right. Of all this time, I never knew Lionsgate lasted a week. I'm like, all right, so I can work with these energies. You know, I could do my work and stuff. But it's like the week after, it's all gonna fall down. Kanye West is all gonna fall down. Anything built on faulty foundations is going to crumble. Okay, so like I said before in the beginning of the reading, if you feel like a little bit more sleepy and you feel like low on energy, it's because you're getting recharged up. And it's because your blessings are getting ready to pour in so abundantly that you deserve, that you need the rest before you're able to obtain these blessings. Because God sees, hears, and knows all. It don't matter what they say out their mouth. It don't matter what you see. At the end of the day, God's got the last word. He knows and sees all. And the end all is going to be all. And the final declaration and decree is that anything built on faulty foundations will crumble. Okay, so I love you guys. Subject Goddess Crew. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. So let's look at some of this chakra energy. Again, confirmation, Lionsgate energy, it's ending today. Okay, some people aren't following their instincts, knowing exactly what they should be doing, how they should be doing it, but they want to do flesh. So go on and live in your flesh and do the way that you want to do, but just understand that after the fact that you do what you want to do, the divine's going to say, all right, now we're going to do what we need to do. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay, Joy, a lot of you have this, after this and intense energy of low energy or sleeping, you're moving into an energy where you're going to be more happier. You know why? Because you're going to know that there's people, places, and things that don't serve you. You cannot get water from a dry well. You can't get blood from a turnip. I'll never be able to make this into iced tea unless I go get an iced tea packet. But if I just held it here, only Jesus can turn water into wine. I can't do that. I've never even tried to even attempt, but I can't. So there's certain things that you need to understand, that they are what they are, and they are going to be what they're going to be, and you don't need to fight to get it to change to be what you need it to be. It's not your fight anymore. A lot of these things that are getting ready to happen after the Lionsgate energy, it's not your fight anymore. You've done your divine job. If it's exhausting you, it's not from God. If it's causing you confusion, it's not from God. If it's making you feel intuitively like, I don't know, like something about this doesn't feel right, it's not from God. The enemy wants to use you in this season to take away your blessings, to take away your favor. Okay, so we're going to clarify this. 7 of Raphael, you've invested wisely. A lot of these people know that you're a good person. A lot of these people know that you have put true blood, sweat, and tears into helping them, sleepless nights, into making sure they're okay. You know, some people don't even know how broke you went to help them. They know that. And at this time, when these faulty foundations will crumble, they will be feeling guilty, because they know that what you've done, at the extent that you've done, nobody else will do it for them. Nobody else will ever care. They know that you will show up for them in ways that other people won't. And they're going to be guilty because you won't show up for them anymore. You won't be there for them anymore. And you know what a lot of these energies are going to feel the guilt about is, how come you didn't leave their life with a fight? You're not fighting to leave their life. You're just saying, okay, yeah. Just saying, okay, I see what you want to do and how you want to live. It doesn't align with me, my morals, my values, or what I stand for. And I'm not mad at you for that, but you can stay over there with that, and I'm going to stay over here with that. Oh, and they're like, oh, why you don't call me or be around me? For what? For what? You've already showed me. The only reason why you're trying to convince me otherwise is because of how you feel your guilt. If somebody already shows you how they are, how they feel, you have no choice but to say, okay, this is how you are and this is how you feel, and move on. They thought it would be a fight. Somebody really thought that you would fight for a negative energy to stay. Like, who fights for toxicity to stay in their life? You may have used to do that, and they may have been used to that, but at the end of the day's got to end. And when you don't fight for their toxicity, when you give it to God and you say, you know what, I've done everything I can. I put my blood, sweat, tears. I've used more energy. I've overstepped. I've done everything I can to get you to try to meet me where I am. But guess what? People can only meet you as far as they met themselves. So if someone doesn't love themselves, how do you think they can love you? If someone doesn't respect themselves, how can they respect you? If someone constantly lying to you, themselves, and other people, how can you trust them? You can't. But if you force yourself to trust them, you're going to understand why you shouldn't in the first place. So they feel guilty about how much you've invested. You know, somebody, again, drinking is a big thing here, because looking in the background, drinking with vodka. Some people are stuck in a low vibration and they're looking at you. Maybe you had someone you used to drink with all the time. And you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. They don't understand how are you able to come out of this toxicity of drinking, and they're not. Or, you know, they notice that they have nothing else in common with you anymore because you don't drink. So now it's like, so I thought we were friends, but now we're not friends because I don't drink. You know, somebody sees you thriving and they don't know how are you beating an addiction? How are you coming up out of this? How are you becoming better? They want you to go back to where they were. People want to see you do better, but never better than them. And then this energy, you know, you may have stepped into your light. A lot of people that used to serve you, they don't serve you anymore. They don't align with you anymore. You're not who you used to be. You know that. They know that. What's the fight? You got to be better and align and meet me where I am, or you can stay where you are and no one's mad. It's just the fact that you are saying okay to these people. You're accepting them for who they are without a fight. That's a demon in them saying, fight me to stay. But you don't need to do that, because you clearly see that God doesn't align you with these people the way that you once were, because you decided to take your lessons in life from God and grow from them. They decided to take their lessons from God and be resentful. So some people are even resentful that you decided to choose a better path for yourself than they have choose. Who resents you for choosing a better path? Nobody but a toxic demonic entity. And let me tell you something about those narcissistic entities. They're slick. They'll go hide for a little bit, just enough to get you where they need you to be, and then they'll pop right out. So be careful when dealing with people with narcissistic entities attached to them, because yes, that entity hides for a little bit. And I noticed that little, I'd be ready to cuss to the name of it, but they will hide. And they hide for quite some time. The signs will be there, but you're so healed that you don't look for those same signs anymore until boom, right flat out. It exposes itself abruptly. I was driving on the highway yesterday, and I never seen a rainbow just magically appear. Never saw that. Like literally the rainbow and I looked over at my bro, I'm like it just magically appeared, not one, but two of them. Go check out the community board. I've never seen a rainbow so defined where I could see even the purple, the yellow, the orange. Like it was so defined. Okay, so listen, you got the other rainbow that just magically appeared, but it was very faint, karmic energy. Then you got the rainbow that appeared strong and what it needed to be. It appeared as it needed to be. The other rainbow you would question, and you're like, well, I kind of see the colors, but it's a little faint. Go check out my community board. You know, I kind of see the colors, but it's a little faint. But the other one, there's no doubt about it. People can see your divine from 100 miles away. It's no doubt about it. Versus someone that wants to be side by side with you and living in this energy where they're spiritual and they're positive, and it's like, no, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're still thriving. You're still under the influence. You're still under orchestrating in a demonic energy. And it's not a secret. I can see it. It's pretty obvious. Okay, so feeling guilty because, oops, they made it known they don't fuck with you like that. Now what do? And you already accepted it. You're like, all right, fine, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, what do I do now? Nothing, because you're exposed. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Nothing, because you're exposed. The enemy got you right where he needed you to be. The enemy got you right where he needed you to be. Exposing your insecurities in front of these people that show you nothing but love. The enemy got you right where you needed to be. And you will see that. You will see that God will show you who is for you and against you one more time. They said one, like, this is the last time. I don't think you have 7 days, so like get your shit together. On the 6th day, the walls of the Jericho came crashing down. So you will know them by their fruits. You will know them by their fruits. Wisdom. You will know them by their fruits. Okay, you will know them. Are they low-hanging fruit? Are they rotten fruit? Are they high valuable fruit? Are they mid fruit? You will know them by the fruits that produced on their tree. No one ever hears a tree grow. You turn around like, damn, that tree got big. Oh, it's been a couple years, I remember. You never hear a tree grow. You won't hear a divine person grow. Divine people don't walk around every day, hey, I'm divine. They don't do that. You identify with these people by the way they make you feel in your spirit. That's it. Okay, so sometimes you walk into a room, you know you're divine, you walk into the room, everybody turns. It's the light that you carry that everyone can see. Sometimes we can't see our own light, but you don't put your light under the bed. You don't put your light under the bed. You don't hide it for nobody. You stay true and authentic to yourself, because that's what the enemy wants you to do, is to hide your light. Because if you hide your light, you can't help anyone else, because in that darkness, there are people looking for people like you, and God will align you with the right people at the right time. So don't worry about it. Let those people, let those family members go, let those friends go, let go of the people that don't serve you. God has better people coming in. You just have to be faithful. That's going to happen. It's 2024. You either going to be right by people, you're going to do right by people wholeheartedly, or you're not. That's it. You don't get a choice. 777 on the car. You don't get to decide, I want to be a shitty person today, but I'm going to love them tomorrow. You don't get to decide, I want to be an involved family member today, but not tomorrow. You don't get to decide that. You either are going to show up truly in your authenticity for people, or you're not. And no one has to deal with your half-ass. No one has to deal with your inconsistency. It's my phone. I answer it if I want. If I don't, I don't. There was a time before you knew these people, even if you're related to them. There was a time when you didn't really know who they were and their characteristics and their personality. All right, but you know who they are as adults. You need to accept them and for who they are, and not try to change them to what you want to be. Accept them for who they are and deal with them in a way and an energy that's safe and comfortable for you, or don't deal with them at all. You don't have to. You don't have to. Sometimes I wish I could move away that way. Fake people have no access to me at all. Like, I literally legit don't have to answer and never see them again. I be feel like that. Like, if I just move away from here, there are people that I just won't ever have to see again, family included, that I won't ever have to deal with. I won't have to see them. I won't have to be around them. It's no excuse for why you can't show up for me authentically or the way that I show up for you. It's no excuse. It's just like, it's like a slap in the face because they're being used by the enemy. Okay, so take whatever wisdom you have. And yes, it may hurt sometimes. And yes, you have to grieve the fact that you were true to these people and they weren't to you. Okay, it's fine. Grieve that. Understand that you didn't create this. You didn't make this space. That's who they are. That's who they continuously decide to be. And that you said, I want better for my life. This isn't serving me anymore. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I almost know that this isn't from God. Okay? Because God in his grace freely makes us right in his sight. If these people truly want to love you, they would love you. If these people truly want to be in a relationship, a connection with you, they would be with you. It doesn't matter what's stopping them. Fear, confusion, those are all things from the enemy. Okay? And I know it's like, well, this person is afraid. Yeah, it's still because the enemy is giving them the energy of being afraid to make a move. Because if they did right by you, this person, your family, your friends, you would be able to complete a kingdom assignment together. Okay, in this hour, and as the time is coming, a lot of us have new gifts. They're new gifts. What's my new gift? Okay, so I'm very, very clear audience to the point where I was sitting outside of an establishment the other night waiting for my friend to come get in the car. We were leaving from the establishment we were at. There was a group of guys across the way. I could hear them chatting, but I couldn't really make out what they were saying. So my clear audience is heightened a lot. I was sitting and with my son and his dad in his driveway the other day, and Spirit said, do you see the signs? And I said, yes, Spirit, I see the signs. But I was just telling them, like, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes I want to show the world. I want someone to be with me all day. So I can be like, see, I told you this and that. And they're like, you don't need to be like that. Do you? And because sometimes they'll drop downloads and they'll bounce. You're like, they'll drop a word and you won't know what the heck it's. And now here you got your spiritual shoes on, trying to figure out what the heck they're talking about. But in this moment, they said, do you see the signs? And I said, yeah, I see the signs. They get overwhelming. And then they said, do you see the signs? And a grasshopper jumped on my arm, and I was like, okay, Spirit, I see the signs. Is this like, so the signs will be there. The signs are getting way more clear. If you have a divine job, it's not going to be a secret anymore. They will know you by your fruit. Okay? Good trees produce good fruits. Bad trees produce bad fruits. It's not going to be questionable anymore. You will know these people. You identify with them by their fruits. You will know how you feel. Listen, I don't care who it is. If you go around someone and you don't feel good, it's because they don't have your best interest at heart. When I say, it doesn't matter who it is, because you will be surprised who's for you in your face and who's totally against you behind your back. And you'll be like, well, why is it a secret? Just tell me you're not for me so I can move on with my life, instead of me feel these weird feelings. If you don't want to fuck with me, move on. But a lot of these entities only want to keep you around because of your light. They need a little bit of some time. You're very, have you been official or beneficial? Okay? Have you been official or are you beneficial? They can't decide. I really want this good person in my life. I benefit off of them, but I don't know how to stop being a shitty person. Look, it doesn't work that way. It can't work that way. Who Who walks around and literally thinks those things? Who walks around and be like, you know what? I don't really like her, but I'm gonna invite her just for face value. Don't invite me for shit, because I won't even show up because of the fact that you think you're inviting me to make you look good. People will travel miles to see their family, but won't pick up the phone on a daily basis to see if they're okay. Don't come to my funeral. If you don't fuck with you, don't come to my funeral. My kids already know who's allowed and who's not. You know, people will cross the street for strangers and see their family member on fire and won't even get a bucket of water, but will run for a stranger they don't even know. The Spirit said all that stuff is over. All that stuff that you've been dealing with, all those things, all those low vibrational energies, if it's getting to the point where it's enough is enough, and we're going to show these people why they shouldn't mess with you. I love you guys. Sunshine Goddess crew. So let's go forward. The fact that now we're not saying we want these people to have karma. We're not saying, oh, we hope something bad happens to them. What we're saying is get them away from us if they do not serve us, especially if they're about to go through some shit. Now, I tell y'all this from the beginning. When God throws the bombs, and you're sitting right next to the person that's getting the bomb, baby, you gonna get the bomb too. So he's already told you what to do about these people, places, and things. If you don't want to listen, that's on you. But he's already said, basically, I'm getting ready to drop the bombs. And if you're sitting next to those people whom I've already showed you that they don't care about you, who I've already showed you that they don't care about your best interests, these people don't care if you ate, drank, sleep, were warm, had clothes on your back. So why are you wasting your time trying to figure out why they don't want to talk to you, or why they're acting weird, or why they're not calling you or spending time with you? Because they don't fucking want to, and you're being protected from them. What don't you understand? You're being protected from people that can but don't want to, because they will never. It's not that they don't want to at the moment, because they will never show up for you the way that you'll show up for them. So why is that fair for you? Okay, Spirit, 9494 is a significant spiritual number. I can't look it up right now, but it's significant. Let me put it, let's see. Oh, I done lost the messages, guys. Let's see. I done lost the messages. I don't know how to get them back. Let's see, show every messages, yes. Well, I lost the messages, and now I don't know what to do to get them back. Is it this one? Nope. Okay. So you guys look up 9494. What the heck did I do? How do I get my messages back? Live chat. No, I don't know what I did, guys. I see you guys, but I don't see no messages. Well, I guess I can't. I guess Spirit said this is time you don't see no messages. All right. So these people, faulty, anything built on faulty foundations will crumble. Somebody's going to get a shocking phone call. Okay, it's going to cause them to heal. It's going to cause them to look in the mirror. Somebody may have been getting a shocking phone call. Well, I've been with your wife. I've been with your baby mother. Okay, somebody's going to get a shocking phone call. The person that was waiting for you, or supposed to be waiting for you, the person that you turned your back on, is going to be the same person that you're going to need. It's so crazy, because the divine's like saying, listen, these people that you're turning your back on, that have pure heart, pure intentions, you're going to need them one day. Like, why are you acting like this? You hear the cicadas? Why are you acting like this towards my collective? If you don't want to be with them, don't be with them. If you don't want to be in your life, don't be in their life. But why are you constantly in this energy where you want to be around them and you don't? And you don't. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, they're going to watch you prosper and grow while they're stuck in a rut in this energy where they were able to make a change. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, look at, while you are moving on with your life. And this 9 of Cups energy, getting your wish fulfillment, your wish desires. Everything that you want out of life, you're getting. Okay, with this 9 of Cups, the birthday party energy, what you want wants you to. Everything that you want in life is attracting to you too. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, this person's so close to my card. All right, Spirit, clarify the 9 of Cups energy for the collective. New beginnings. Whatever you're passionate about, stay passionate about. Whatever you want in life, you can get. Whatever you don't want won't happen. Whatever you decide or declare a decree over your life will happen. But you got to be passionate about these new beginnings. Your manifestations are coming in really, really fast. And that's what I need you to be aware of. Whatever you're manifesting is coming in. All this wand energy is Leo energy. Everything that you're passionate about is happening. Everything that you're not passionate about is going to fall to the wayside. Okay, so I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's give me one more spirit. Clarify. Top of the deck. You're in your Queen of Wands energy. Very vibrant energy. Very knowing. Good businesswoman. Good business. Listen, don't worry about the people that don't support you, because the divine's bringing people in that well. With this King of Pentacle energy, your soul tribe will find you. The people that are supposed to be in your life will gravitate towards you. It just was a period of time, I feel like, in the collective where things have changed. And you're changing. You're growing to be more in tune. It's a collective spiritual awakening. And it's time to follow your intuition. Okay, powerful psychic insight, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. The divine said, listen, be at peace. You've done your part. You've done your job. All we want you to do is walk away from people, places, and things that don't serve you, because anything built on faulty foundations right now is going to crumble. And if you've been already guided to walk away, stay away. Don't go back to things, people, places, and things that continuously hurt you on purpose for no reason, and then say, oh, I don't know what I did. Or no, people know exactly what they're doing. They just kind of hope that you don't figure it out, or that you don't know. People know what they do. People know what they say. They're being used by the enemy, and they like it. And that's it. You cannot change anything. You cannot do about it. But take your energy, move on with your journey. Come on, we're packing up Camp Sunshine Goddess crew, and we're moving on to the journey. We're not staying around people, places, and things. I don't care who they are, what their relationship to you, how you feel. It's not serving you. Let it go. Okay, so energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Spirit, let's get us a message. Email me for sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com for readings, guys. Okay. When my worry is great within me, your comfort brings joy to my soul. Again, there's that number 94. Again, so we saw the number 94. I'm going to get off and I'm going to look it up, because I did something to my chat. I don't know. I can't see it, but there you go. You don't have to worry. What are you worrying for? When my worry is great within me, your comfort brings joy to my soul. Two things are happening here. These people intuitively feel you moving away. They may say, why don't you call? Look, here, confirmation. Why don't you call me? Why don't you? You want me to be in your life so you could treat me like shit. I don't get that. I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that. I don't need to be around that. If you don't know what you want in life, please stay over there with it. Okay, because people see you growing, and how are you overcoming things that are destroying them, and how are you so happy, and why are you so happy? Because I'm committed to working on myself every day, and I'm not going to allow your insecurities to come in and ruin my life. Choose your insecurities over me every single time, because when they choose your insecurities over you, they allow the enemy to win, and that's not, you're not in that energy. You've already defeated you. There's no need to go back and slay demons you already defeated. They see you coming and they run. So it's not necessary, and they know that. So I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy is energy. If it resonates, keep your head up in your heart close, God. I love you guys. Email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. I love you guys. Keep your head up in your heart close, God. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mixer next read. Whatever comes first. Mwah.